Have you ever wondered why clear thinking is a vital tool in your life? This is a question that many of us seldom pause to consider, but the answer to it holds the key to unlocking our full potential. Clear thinking, or the ability to understand, comprehend, and make sense of information, is the foundation of all decision-making processes. Each day, we're bombarded with countless decisions, from the mundane, like what to wear or what to eat, to the critical, like career choices or financial investments. In each instance, the clarity of our thinking dictates the quality of our choices. It's the compass that guides us through the labyrinth of life's complexities, helping us avoid the pitfalls of confusion and indecision. But the power of clear thinking extends beyond just decision-making. It's also an essential tool for problem-solving. When we're faced with a challenge, clear thinking enables us to dissect the issue, identify its root cause, and devise a solution that's both effective and efficient. It transforms problems from intimidating roadblocks into manageable tasks that we can tackle with confidence. And let's not forget the role of clear thinking in boosting our productivity. In a world that's increasingly noisy and chaotic, the ability to focus our thoughts and filter out distractions becomes invaluable. Clear thinking allows us to prioritize our tasks, allocate our resources wisely, and ultimately, achieve our goals more efficiently. Perhaps one of the most overlooked benefits of clear thinking is its impact on our relationships and self-awareness. Clear thinking promotes empathy and understanding, enabling us to see situations from multiple perspectives and make fair judgments. It fosters self-awareness, helping us recognize our biases, understand our emotions, and grow as individuals. So you see, clear thinking isn't just about making smart choices or solving problems. It's about living a life that's more productive, more meaningful, and more fulfilling. It's about understanding ourselves better and building stronger connections with others. It's about navigating our way through the world with wisdom, grace, and confidence. Understanding the significance of clear thinking is the first step towards mastering this skill. And as we delve deeper into this topic, you'll discover how to harness the power of clear thinking to improve every aspect of your life. So, how does one cultivate the habit of clear thinking? The answer lies in the practice of mindfulness and self-awareness. Mindfulness is the act of being fully present in the moment, of observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's like standing on the shore, watching the waves come and go. You're not trying to stop the waves or change them. You're simply observing them as they are. In the same way, mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts without getting swept away by them. We become aware of our thinking patterns, and this awareness gives us the power to change them. Now let's talk about self-awareness. This is the conscious knowledge of our own character, feelings, motives, and desires. It's about understanding why we think the way we do, why we react the way we do. It's about knowing our strengths, our weaknesses, our biases, and our blind spots. Self-awareness helps us to see things from a broader perspective, to understand the bigger picture. It helps us to keep our emotions in check, to prevent them from clouding our judgment. It allows us to maintain a balanced perspective, to see things as they are, not as we wish them to be. When we are mindful, when we are self-aware, we are better equipped to think clearly. We are better able to make rational decisions, to solve problems effectively, to communicate more effectively, and to lead more effectively. But cultivating clear thinking is not a one-time event. It's not something you achieve and then forget about. It's a daily practice, a lifelong journey. It's about constantly observing your thoughts, constantly increasing your self-awareness, constantly striving for a balanced perspective. So the path to clear thinking is not a straight, easy road. It's a winding path, filled with challenges and obstacles. But the rewards, the clarity, the wisdom, the peace of mind are well worth the effort. Remember, clear thinking is not a destination, it's a journey. A journey that begins with a single step, a single thought, a single moment of mindfulness. So why not start today? Why not start now? Let's break down the process of clear thinking into manageable steps. Like any journey, the journey towards clear thinking begins with a single step, and that's identifying the problem. You see, the first step to clear thinking is knowing exactly what you need to think about. This seems obvious, but it's often overlooked. We need to pinpoint what the issue at hand is, stripping it down to its bare bones. It's about asking the right questions. What is the true problem here? What is its root cause? And most importantly, why does it require resolution? Once we've identified the problem, we move on to the second step, gathering information. This is about collecting all the facts and data relevant to the issue. It's not just about what we know, but also about what we don't know. It's about filling in those gaps with reliable, accurate information. Remember, information is power. The more informed we are, the clearer our thinking will be. The third step in our journey is evaluating the evidence. This is where we sift through the information we've gathered and assess its credibility and relevance. It's about separating the wheat from the chaff, the signal from the noise. We need to be critical and discerning, questioning the source of our information and the assumptions that underlie it. The fourth step is considering alternatives. This is where creativity meets critical thinking. We need to explore all possible solutions, even those that seem unlikely or outlandish. It's about challenging our preconceptions and expanding our horizons. Remember, the best solution is often not the most obvious one. Finally, the fifth step is choosing and implementing a solution. This is where the rubber meets the road. We need to make a decision based on our analysis and then act on it. It's about being decisive and committed, following through on our plan. And there you have it, the 5 steps to clear thinking. Identifying the problem, gathering information, evaluating the evidence, considering alternatives, and choosing and implementing a solution. These steps, when practiced consistently, can lead to more effective decision-making and problem-solving. What are some common obstacles that can cloud our thinking? Just as a clear day can suddenly become overcast, our thinking too can become clouded by various obstacles. One of the most prevalent of these obstacles is cognitive biases. These are the mental shortcuts we take, often unconsciously, that skew our perception of reality. Confirmation bias, for instance, is when we favor information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs and ignore evidence that contradicts them. This can lead us down a path of flawed reasoning and poor judgment. Next, let's consider emotional influences. Our emotions have a powerful impact on how we process information and make decisions. When we're in the throes of strong emotions, whether positive or negative, we're more likely to make impulsive decisions without fully considering the consequences. The key is to recognize when our emotions are in the driver's seat and take a step back to ensure our decisions are based on reason, not just feelings. Then there's the issue of information overload. In the digital age, we're constantly bombarded with a fire hose of information. While access to vast amounts of information can be beneficial, it can also lead to analysis paralysis, where we become overwhelmed by too many options and struggle to make a decision. It's essential to learn how to filter through the noise and focus on the most pertinent information. Lastly, lack of focus is a significant obstacle to clear thinking. In a world full of distractions, maintaining focus can feel like an uphill battle. However, without focus, our minds can become scattered, and our thoughts disjointed. It's important to cultivate habits that help us maintain focus, such as mindfulness and time management techniques. These obstacles, cognitive biases, emotional influences, information overload, and lack of focus, can distort our thinking and lead to poor decision-making. But remember, awareness is the first step towards overcoming these obstacles. Knowing these obstacles is half the battle won in the quest for clear thinking. Now that we have explored the importance, process, and obstacles of clear thinking, let's summarize. In the course of our discussion, we've established that clear thinking is not just a valuable asset, but a fundamental aspect of a successful life. It's the difference between a muddled mind and a finely tuned one, between confusion and clarity. It's the power that propels us forward, helps us make better decisions, and ultimately shapes our destiny. We've also walked through the path to clear thinking. It's not a one-time jaunt, but a journey that requires constant effort and commitment. It begins with self-awareness, understanding our thought patterns and biases. Then, we need to sharpen our critical thinking skills, question assumptions, and always be open to new perspectives. Following this, we must nurture our emotional intelligence to manage our emotions and empathize with others. Finally, developing a growth mindset is key, as it allows us to view challenges as opportunities for learning rather than setbacks. The steps to clear thinking are like stepping stones across a river. Each one is significant and plays a crucial role. We start with decluttering our minds, removing unnecessary thoughts to make room for clear thinking. Then we focus on one thing at a time, preventing our minds from scattering in different directions. We also emphasize the importance of taking regular breaks to recharge and refresh our minds. And lastly, we practice mindfulness, being present in the moment, observing our thoughts without judgment. However, The path to clear thinking is strewn with obstacles. These can range from cognitive biases and emotional barriers to information overload. We've discussed these hurdles and offered strategies to overcome them, like challenging our biases, managing our emotions, and filtering out unnecessary information. Remember, clear thinking is a skill that can be honed with practice and patience. Start today and witness the transformation in your life.